the IRS has, well, actually 1 year ago this month, the General Accounting Office issued a report about sole proprietors that basically said that, and I'm rounding the numbers off, about 1/5 of the tax gap, that is the taxes that the government says should be paid versus were paid, about 1/5 of the shortage is attributable to sole proprietors, individuals. And of all taxpayers across the board, about, again, I'm generalizing, about 1/5 of us do file or should file a sole proprietor tax return. That's commonly known as a Schedule C. And so of that tax gap, the large majority of that gap is unreported. In other words, it just doesn't make the tax return in the first place. So that could be people renting out a garage, or operating a business on the side and not reporting a cash business, cash income. And I suspect a growing portion of it is in cyber currency. So the point is, what's the government going to do about it? Well, we saw one thing that they're doing already, or trying to do more of, and that is collect data on electronic transactions. Most transactions are electronic nowadays. Less and less is cash. So by increasing the amount of data that the government collects on electronic transactions, there can be more enforcement in the future. So you've probably heard about the increase in 1099K reporting, and that's still in the pipeline. Whether it'll change or not, we don't know. But the point is, if it goes through a payment system, a credit card system, that the government's going to get more information and get it sooner in smaller amounts than they did in the past. And so that's one step. What else will happen? I have no idea. I don't think anybody in tax does. The government does not have the resources at this point to do anything other than increase automated electronic reporting surveillance. There's no army of IRS agents that's going to knock on your door if you're a sole proprietor not reporting your income. Let me just finish up with one corrective comment, so that while the IRS may not do that, your state may very well. I'll share a little story. My daughter, during the pandemic, started a little online business of selling retail clothes. I think she sold about $1,000 worth of clothes, and a representative from the local state government knocked on her apartment door looking for her sales tax registration. And of course, she was panicked. I took care of it, and she stopped the business shortly after that. So the state is much more aggressive in pursuing small businesses and activities, particularly if you have an online presence. All right, it's enough for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, feedback. I'm easy to reach online, or you can contact me one-on-one at taxproblems